That's the fucking car that chases me whenever I try to leave. All its markings have been removed. It's got like a winking symbol on there, but you know, that ain't no winking. That's some little machete car that had accessorized winking symbols put on it. They're probably hoping to go fool some Mexican in Mexico that doesn't know any better with. All those cars are 1995 and older, because that's what you gotta have to sell in Mexico. Now, on the night that I made ankle biting dog, I have to have my legs bit by these tiny little animals. Oh, please take this animal away from me. I will kill it, like, with one touch of it. Like, go away. So, I'm walking away from that little annoying animal. And, trying to figure out, which house it was. I think I passed it, yeah. I passed it because I didn't want to be mauled by that little dog. But, alright. So, apparently, this house here, one with the cooler there, is owned by some guy named Don Raphael. As I was told by the woman that lives in this single wide trailer next to it. And on the night that I was trying to flee from the Mexican neighbor that was yelling and attacking me again, you know, I'm always trying to run from the scenarios my government arranges for me to be the fucking victim of, and call me the problem. So I came to this house and met a woman who told me that she rents from Don Raphael, and tried to talk to her about my neighbor and about how he yells at me constantly. And then he jumped in his car and raced over here and confronted me physically to my face. He got up in my face in a threatening, intimidating manner, saying Mexican curse words, "You shut up," pointing his finger in my face. And I'm here at the house. I suppose perhaps I'll try to ask the lady some information. Hi there. Hi. How are you today? Yeah. You remember when I came over here the other night, and the guy chased me over here? Um, I don't know. Maybe you could come here. I could talk to you a little bit better, like just like up to the door, so like I feel like I don't have to yell at you. But okay. Um, I mean, I continually have problems with this man, my neighbor next door. Right. I mean, you've been living here for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
So, you've heard him on numerous occasions yelling.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard me yelling back at him?
No, honey, you can't yell back.
I don't yell back.
I know.
What I'm asking is, have you ever heard me yell back at him?
Well, honey, I hear so much noise and screaming that I don't know where the hell it's coming from.
But you hear screaming.
Yeah.
And it sounds like an animal wailing noise constantly, consistently. Yes. Have you ever heard him yelling like racial obscenities, curse words, anything? Have you heard him mouthing words out, like yelling things in Spanish?
See, I don't know Spanish, honey.
But you've heard him yelling in Spanish, though, correct?
Have I ever heard him yelling in Spanish? He always comes down here because he won't call the police. And I said, son, I'm not always going to be here to call the police for you.
Right.
I took him to Mango and dialed 911.
So he comes down here frequently to call the police on me, to make reports against me.
Yeah.
Right.
And I put a light up out there.
That's a good thing you should do, definitely. But then I came down here to try to talk to you about this, and then he chased me in the vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Right. He chased me here to this house in the vehicle, and then when I went to leave it, after he got in my face, pointing his finger in my face, saying, "You shut up," and a lot of curse words and insults in Spanish.
I don't know Spanish.
You don't know Spanish, but you...
But I know what bandejo is. It means stupid.
You heard him call me a bendejo.
No, I heard him. I've heard my husband say bandejo.
Right, okay. But anyways, you did see the Mexican get in my face, pointing his finger in my face and making statements to me, yes, regardless of your understanding.
Yeah, I don't understand Spanish, and that's why I've been here for so long, because I don't associate with any of the neighbors.
Right.
And I don't want to, because
I feel the same way.
I just want to be at peace and leave me alone.
I just want to live in peace in my home. Same here. So do I. I totally agree with that, and I feel that my neighbor has made a disturbance of the peace, and you agree?
Well, honey.
The answer is yes.
Well,
please elaborate.
They're all having parties and stuff, and I don't have parties.
Right. They have parties a lot, and they're very loud over here.
Yes, they are.
Right. I agree.
And the next door neighbor and the next one over on the other side.
Right.
They're all having parties all the time.
They play their Mexican musica, their music very loudly.
Well, I don't have
if that's what you're saying.
I don't have a problem with the Mexican music. I love it.
Okay.
I love the Mexican music. I don't understand it.
Right.
But I love it.
I understand Spanish poquito, but, you know, my neighbor over here likes to play music very loudly a lot, and he likes to shout Mexico at me. Right.
In Mexico is having a terrible, terrible time.
They are having a bad time with that earthquake and everything down there.
And there was another one again. And another one after that. 3 of them already.
Okay. Well, I guess the main reason, you know, that I came over here is that I would be able to maybe use you as character witness, that I was stalked by the neighbor. He came here, he confronted me, and then even after I told him, I said, "Sir, please get away from me," because he was really close in my face, close enough that I could smell the alcohol coming off his breath.
See, I don't drink, so I can't smell that alcohol, honey.
Well, not drinking tends to, give you a better nose to it than if you are. But
Well, I'm clean and sober.
yeah, I drink beers and everything. I just don't hop in cars and chase people down the road.
Oh, I don't do that.
Right.
Don Raphael was having a huge party last night. And I said, well, good for Don Raphael.
Hey, that's fine. Have a party. I believe at 10:30, it's cut the music down to a certain decibel level. That's it. I don't care about party. But what I came here for is just to specify that you saw him stop me, confront me, and then he continued to chase me in his car down the street when I walked away from him. You saw that as well, right?
Well, I keep seeing the light flash on.
Oh, well, don't worry about that. That was a car passed by right now.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's coming near you, but a car did pass by. But after I asked him to get away from me, you saw him continue to get into his vehicle and then further pursue me down the road, correct?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Thank you. Do you happen to know what their names are?
I think he's a Garcia.
Is his first name Juan?
I don't know.
Okay. So you think his name is Garcia.
He's always coming up here to my house.
And he's never introduced himself, like como
Well,
te
he
amos,
has.
an exchange of name?
He said it, but
Okay.
I have multiple sclerosis, honey, and I'm so grateful that I'm just alive and walking.
Right. Okay. Well.
And I don't know about Juan. My husband's name is Joaquin.
Right. Someone I spoke to another neighbor said his name was Juan. You're saying his last name is Garcia, but you don't happen to know his wife's name or her son's name or anything either.
They were all over there, and if I'm not mistaken,
I would like to know the names of the people that have this tremendous issue with me living in my home, because every time I come home, I cook dinner, and as soon as my door's open, the screaming starts. If my doors aren't open, the screaming starts a little bit, and once I open my doors, it continues, and then they get in their car, and after they've made enough noise that everyone can hear them, they get in their car and ask someone like you to call the cops on me in order to report what they've been doing to me.
What they've been doing to you.
Exactly. And, I just trying to do something in order to defend myself.
Just a minute. Hang on. He's talking to his mother in Colombia.
Oh, that's a hell of a long distance phone call.
Well, honey, he still supports his mother.
That's great.
And see, Don Raphael was having tons and tons of parties last night. And see, I'm in bed with the birds.
Tell you what, I'm going to let him handle his phone call. I didn't even lock up at the house. I just kind of walked down here real quick, got attacked by a dog, and
whose dog? There's a
little chihuahuas over here were biting at my ankles. Yeah.
It's the next door neighbors.
Anyhow, if you don't mind, I'll come back when he's done with that phone call.
Sure.
If he does happen to know the names of these people over here, that would be very beneficial information for me to attend.
Well, just a minute.
I'll let him finish his phone call. I'm not going to rush his phone call with his mom. I mean, I can come back. Fair enough?
Well, you want to come in?
Well, like I said, I should go lock my door at least before I do that.
Okay.
Let me go lock my house and then I'll come back.
Okay.
Cool. What was your name?
My name is Glenna.
Glenna.
Glenna Sprague.
Very, very nice talking to you, Glenna. I'm Chris. And,
You're Chris?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I see all that goes on all the time.
Right.
And there's even cats in my backyard from the next door neighbor's house.
Well, I like cats.
And I feed them, honey.
Cats are a good animal. The only thing cats are going to do is kill insects and chase
And
off
lizards.
snakes.
Today, the mother cat got a lizard.
Right. Yeah. I've had one of the cats catch a mockingbird before and feed that to its kid.
Well, cats are cats.
And I love them for that, though. I love my cats because they're my pest control agents. They love me, they're affectionate. All they want to do is be loved and chase off all the black widow spiders, scorpions, tarantulas, and small baby rattlesnakes that come into my yard.
Well, you gotta watch out for the rattlesnakes because this year, because it's so late, they don't have rattlers on them.
But those are the ones that adult cats will protect me from.
I know.
My cats see that anyways. I don't see it, I don't hear it, but if I have cats in my yard, my cats are jumping around it in circles saying, "Hey, Chris, look over here. There's this in your yard."
There's a scorpion there.
Exactly. And I need my cats, but that Mexican has killed them all. I moved into my house and I had 12 adult cats. Now I have one. And I have a few kittens that were left over from their murdered mothers.
Oh, and I see the white cat from the Mexican next door over here at my house also.
Right, that white cat he comes over to eat off of me, and I don't mind if the cats come and eat off of me. That one has blue eyes. I guess
it has blue eyes.
He lets that one live, but he killed all the others. And now I don't have a garbage disposal. I had so many meat scraps that I fed to my cats.
See, I don't have
meat
a garbage.
Fat.
I don't have a garbage disposal.
I don't have a garbage disposal or a trash service out here, and those cats worked for me. I had a dozen cats that would gobble up all of my meat fats and meat scraps, chew on my bones, get rid of all my waste products and leftovers. Now I just have a fridge filling up with meat fat and meat scraps that I'm not going to eat every chunk of fat, I have meat scraps. Yeah. But my cats like it. I leave a little tiny piece of meat on there and they gobble it up. They're strong and healthy. They run around, build muscle until the Mexicans kill them. I've had them trespass on my property. Now, the woman that lives on my right, she lives in fear of the Mexicans. I've seen a purple truck drive up to her house numerous times and tell her, "Look, we're trying to get him out of there," telling her to cooperate with them and whatnot.
Yeah, I see that purple truck too.
I don't know who those people are, do you?
I don't have no idea, honey.
But they've came up to her house and discussed me. A lot of people have been coming up to her house discussing me. She's afraid of those Mexicans, and I've heard her say those damn cats before, so it's clear that she doesn't like cats either.
That's because they got roosters.
So they cover up the murder of my pets, although at 4 a.m. when the driver of the black truck returns from home, she caught him creeping into my backyard. I caught him creeping into my backyard. Me, I'm a targeted individual, military abductee, human experimentation project, non-consensually for the United States military.
Marines.
So, I'm afraid to notify law enforcement because they're just here to commit atrocity against me and cover up all of the offenses against my body, name, and family and race. And, or I would call that stuff in myself. So that's why I'm here trying to get people to, speak truth and just allow me to live peacefully in that house without criminal damage, without trespassing, without the murder of my pets. I really love those cats. And
you know what I see all the time? I seen a Chihuahua Not the ones next door, because they got 8 next door. What are those?
It's like this guy, he has 24 chickens, and I'm not allowed to have cats to protect my yard from that. Like,
well, I'm glad somebody's been killing these chickens.
those kids have been killing his chickens.
It's not me.
Yeah, I try to keep them out of my yard. I'll like throw a rock and chase them out of my yard. Yeah, and you know, like, since he's always getting new chickens, he eats them. You know,
I heard the chickens.
The kids told me that he cockfights them as well.
Oh, he cockfights them?
That's what the kids told me. That's what the kids told me.
Oh, that's horrible.
It is horrible if he's doing such a thing. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him the way he is. I mean, he acts and behaves like a savage animal himself. I mean...
See, you're getting us on tape.
Gotta have, you know, testimony.
Well, I got a television right there that I usually watch outside with.
I'm just gonna, you know, give this to the investigating officer and, you know, hopefully let him, I hope that your voice and everything came up on there. Maybe I'll go watch over it and everything.
Well, it doesn't matter. The cops are always right, no matter what.
Oh, the cops, you know, say what it is to say that they need to say in order to do what it is they want to do to the person they want to do it to. I mean, cops take big giant craps out of their mouth and talk out of their ass. They don't, you know, do what's right or do what's true. They do and say what they do depending on who they want to fuck and how many pointed fingers.
You are being facetious. You shouldn't say those bad words.
Well, facetious would be as if I was being sarcastic, and I'm not being sarcastic.
You said...
I'm just saying that I am greatly offended by the atrocity of my local government and federal government. You know, I watched on the news last night some guy sleeping in his car in Surprise.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that. You can look it up if you got internet. But some guy sleeping in his car, and the officer unloads a clip on him. His face was on his steering wheel, and the officer unloads a clip. Says he was being non-compliant, like, you know, he just woke up and he was startled and, you know, didn't want to go to jail or something. And so the cop murdered him, and he's back on duty. You know how many times I've heard that? I am so sick and tired of cops shooting unarmed people and being back on duty. Like, it's genocide. This country is just genocide, like, you know, on certain minority groups and
I know.
You know?
I know what genocide is.
Right.
Well, the people next door have chihuahuas. I think there's 8 of them. Because they wanted to know if I would like to have some dogs. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want no dogs.
Yeah, I don't really need a chihuahua. I mean, I would like a dog, but, like, the reason I would like a dog is to defend my property. I mean, I don't need a dog for any other reason than to bite the
when I lived on Randolph Road.
Mexican guy next door coming in there to kill my cats. You know, to me, a dog is an animal for protection, and you get that animal for protection because you have a backyard and a home. I am, like, ready for a dog. I just need to stop my house from being disassembled and destroyed and put a new gate on the yard. And
there's all sorts of pit bulls running around.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, the house next door has pit bulls.
Well,
and the female died.
A pit bull could be trained.
And all of the babies died too.
Yeah. I don't know. A pit bull might be adequate, but I want a trained protection animal. That's what I want. I want a trained protection animal. Just for people trespassing on my yard, period. You know, That's what I want. I really gotta go lock that door. I can't trust it to be safe. If anyone saw me leave my house, they're probably snooping around it right now. So he's still on the phone. Yeah, he's talking. So I'll go ahead. I'll go handle that, and I'm.
He's talking to Canada.
That's fine. That's so. I'll go back home for a while, and then
And come back up here.
I'll come back and see you in a bit.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Gwenna.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much. And see you in a bit.
Okay.
Well, fortunately, I'm back at my house. I think I might have gotten back to it in time, as I can see my neighbors coming from this side of the road. They likely walked around. I left my door open. I didn't know that the lady that I was going to speak to would actually be home. And she's aware that I have this laptop now, and that I'm making videos in order to defend myself. They're staring at me. They can't help but to stare at me constantly. They have nothing better to do with their lives but watch me, stalk me, follow me, stare at me, harass me, curse me, insult me. This is their sole purpose, their sole existence, to steal, kill, and destroy Gringo and all his cats that he's afraid interfere with his precious chickens. And I'll tell you, the cats don't like chicken. I wish they would eat those chickens, but they don't. They just pay no attention to them. They avoid them altogether. Pretty much they're looking for smaller animals. The biggest animal they've taken down is a mockingbird, and it's just the one female cat that has survived probably for the last 3 years, being stalked by coyotes, rattlesnakes, and Mexicans. And she's a hard-ass fucking wild lion. I call her Lioness. She's still alive. And so is Prince Harry. But the other 10 cats that were here when I moved in, they're all dead. Every fucking one of them. They've all been murdered on property or scared off of property by constant harassment and screaming and animal noises, trespassing, and murder on the property. Where the Mexican takes his evening walks and goes hunting cats with his dog like some sort of savage that hunts cats. Like, you know, this isn't the game duck hunt here, but to him, that's what my cats mean. And Officer Louis Mora, I hope you enjoyed this video, the atrocity on my life, that you also want to probably investigate for the whole mental health thing, so you can turn me into a fat transsexual with no functioning dick and male breasts that twitches from Parkinson's disease and dies of diabetes and all the other infectious diseases, disorders, and whatnot. This retarded, drooling on himself, completely disabled physically, mentally, and sexually, unable to do shit but eat pills the rest of his life, getting jacked for his home and education and family and life and every fucking thing sacred there is to take from a man. 1,000,001 ways to rape and control that the government has to do and do to me, do to everybody, so they can keep coming up with new ways to rape and control us all. I hope you enjoyed this film presentation, and there'll be many more